Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Davidto. This is my mid-test assignment for subject Morpho-syntax. Today I will describe borrowing in language. Borrowing is a common morphological process that involves taking words from one language to another. Borrowing is a natural process that occurs in all languages. It is one way that language change and develop over time. English has borrowed many words from other cultures or language, and most of the words borrowing in English has been done from French and Latin language. Latin loanwords appeared as a consequence of the conquest of England by the Roman Empire and after Christianization of Central Europe. Also, many loanwords from French appeared as consequence of William Conqueror that invaded England in medieval era. There are two process borrowing words: direct and indirect borrowing. Direct borrowing is the adoption of word from another language without any change in form or meaning. For example, as English borrowing word karaoke from Japan, it calls as direct borrowing. And next, there is indirect borrowing. Indirect borrowing is the adoption of a word from another language through a third language or adoption of a word from another language borrowed from another language with some change in form or meaning. For example, the word alcohol was borrowed from the Arabic alcohol into Spanish alcohol, and that it entered the English language from Spanish. This is called indirect borrowing. And next, there are several types of borrowing. First, lexical borrowing. Lexical borrowing is the most common type of borrowing of entire words from another language. For example, the English word coffee is a lexical borrowing from the Turkish word kahve. Lexical borrowing can occur for a variety of reasons, such as when two languages are in contact due to trade, migration, or colonization. And next, there is derivational borrowing. Involves the borrowing of morphemes such as prefix, suffix, and infix from another language. For example, the English suffix is a derivational borrowing from French suffix iser. Derivational borrowing can be used to create new words in a language or can change the meaning of existing words. And next, there is morphological calquing. Involves the literal translation of words or phrases from language to another. Example, the German phrase Guten Tag is a morphological calque of the English phrase good day. Morphological calquing can be used to create new words in a language or to fill in gaps in the vocabulary of a language. There are several reasons why language borrow words. First, trade. When two cultures trade each other to describe the goods and the service that they are trading. And next, there is migration. When people migrate from one place to another, they often bring their language with them. Over time, their language may borrow words from the language of the place where they have settled. And next, there is colonialism. When a country colonizes another country, the language of colonizing country often influences the language of the colonized country. And additional information for reason borrow. Another obvious reason for borrowing is to provide a word that meets a need for a word where no suitable English one exists. When new concepts creatures, artifacts, institutions, religions, and etc. are encountered or introduced through contact with speaker of another language, the words for them from the source language tend to be retained. So that's all of from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.